Hello and welcome back to Mac at the Movies. Today I'm bringing you another weekly movie review with the film The French Dispatch. This film was released October 22nd, 2021 by Searchlight Pictures and directed by Wes Anderson. He had also directed Bottle Rocket, Moonrise Kingdom, The Royal Tenenbaums, Fantastic Mr. Fox, Isle of Dogs, the list goes on and on. Just one fantastic movie after another. I always love his movies. A couple outliers, but for the most part, I love his movies. And again, this one's overflowing with great talent. Cast starting out, we got Bill Murray, Tilda Swinton, Timothy Chalamet, Owen Wilson, Adrian Brody, Benicio del Toro, Francis McDormand, Jeffrey Wright, Leah Seydoux, Jason Schwartzman, Edward Norton, Willem Dafoe, Henry Winkler, Christoph Waltz, and narrated by Angelica Houston. So just an overall cast of just talent overflowing and spewing talent. This film is a collection of short stories, like an anthology, if you will. It is the visual representation of like three stories, three articles within this final issue of the French Dispatch, a newspaper. We have the concrete masterpiece that starts it out, which of the film is my favorite of the short stories. I think because it has that art aspect to it, and I really like that. It's got some really funny moments that really brings it to me. I do love a good giggle, so that one really gave me a laugh. Then we have Revisions to a Manifesto, which is a story about like there's a war going on. There's this little protesting resistance, and one member kind of putting together his manifesto. Frances McDormand's character, she comes in and she reads it over, doesn't like it, and helps him rewrite it, basically. And then the last part is the private dining room of the police commissioner, which is a story about the police commissioner's son being kidnapped and them going after the kidnappers. All in all, a concrete masterpiece, was by far my favorite. The rest of the film, however, for me, was very forgettable. The entire film as a whole, and this is where it's going to turn, and I'll probably get some frowny faces, but it's at that point that like the movie turns and it seems like it's too much Wes Anderson. It's like every Wes Anderson trope that he's been able to put together in this catalog, he overdoes in this film. It's like an oversaturation of Wes Anderson. It's his movie, so he can do whatever he wants with it. I'm not going to disagree with that. I just feel like it's like everything I love about Wes Anderson was like crammed down my throat in this film. Again, it was well shot. I loved it. I enjoyed the movie. But overall, it definitely goes down as being one of my least favorite of his films. And it's very unpopular opinion whenever I bring it up in his films. But of his films, The Royal Tenenbaums, Life Aquatic, and now this are of my least favorite of his films. I love everything else that he does, and I even enjoy these movies, just fewer aspects of it. There's certain parts of these movies I can't get into. I don't really enjoy. So for that and for this film, it's one that I will pick up on a sale somewhere down the line or pick up used. I know most likely what's going to happen is Criterion is going to put out a release of it, and I will buy that eventually. Probably with gift cards or something. I don't know. But all in all, this again, I love The Concrete Masterpiece. I thought that was a fantastic movie. Had a lot of humor in it. The rest of the film, though, it kind of, for me, was forgettable. From the beginning up till the end of the Concrete Masterpiece, like I just didn't, it didn't jive with me. I didn't care for it all that much, and for that reason, I got to give it a 2. 2 stars out of 5. It didn't do it for me. While I did again say I liked it, and especially that first third of it I loved, the rest of it just fell short for me and just felt like it was, again, an oversaturation of like Wes Anderson tropes. It's like he took all his signature moves and just really crammed it all up into this film, and it just, I don't know, it didn't do it for me. Yeah, some of the camera angles and some of the scenes were kind of cool, but for the most part, I after that Concrete Masterpiece, I pretty much lost interest in the film as a whole. So, but all in all, it was a good movie. I definitely suggest anyone checking it out, if not for that opening scene. And I'm sure there's more people that agree that the rest of the film is probably the better part of the film, and that's cool. But yeah, I wasn't a big fan. Again, I'll wait for it to be on sale or get it somewhere. Maybe give it another rewatch before I do so. Maybe they just, I don't know. Maybe I wasn't feeling the mood that evening, and so I just passed it up, and that was that. But yeah, I definitely say check it out. If you've seen this movie, jot down in the comments below. Do you agree with me? Do you think that it was maybe one of his, lesser films in a sense of story and everything else? I really like the whole anthology aspect of it, but it's just the other stories didn't fall into what I enjoyed. So, but yeah, jot down in the comments below what you thought of this film. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What about it did you love? What about it did you hate? Just jot that down in the comments below. Let's have a talk. And, smash that thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell for future uploads that I bring to you. As always, thank you for stopping by the channel. Always be good to one another, and I will see you next time. Bye.